Hi everyone, this is AG47 Liberty, and I got an update today of the Silver soap opera concerning the manipulation on the comics and how it is starting to go mainstream. Here's something, I'm going to read it for you. It's off the Harvey Oregon blogspot.com. That's harveyoregon.blogspot.com. Who I found through SGT Bull 07 right here on YouTube. Okay, anyway, let me read it. This is very interesting. As many know, there are a group of ex-Morgan traders who decided to take on Blythe Masters and J.P. Morgan by standing for delivery of their future silver contracts. The name given to the ex-traders is Winter Benton. That's the name that the group goes under. Winter. That's W-Y-N-T-E-R, Benton. And here's what they have to say. I can update the results of our raid. It was successful beyond imagination, but that success has spawned even more questions about the price of paper silver going forward. It was reported by SGS that he heard that on Friday, Blythe was offering 30 to 50% premium and that at least 4,500 contracts will stand for delivery. I am here to give you a more accurate update and first-hand account of what happened on Friday, February 25th. You know, the big day up. Our group was determined to stand for delivery going into Monday because we were not going to take a 30% premium on a price of $33.50. It was reported that Blythe offered 50% premium. That was not even close in our case. We got over 80% premium. Nice job, guys. That's right. Over $50 per contract on the condition that our group sell all our contracts. Our counterparty even threatened us with the ghost of Herstatt. Well, I looked up the ghost of Herstatt. It was a bank in 1974 in Germany that the regulators in Germany shut down right in the middle of the trading days. Well, that caused the markets to shut down because no one could fulfill their contracts and nobody wanted to pay the bank. So the whole currency exchange went into gridlock, and they don't want that to happen again. Apparently, if obviously this is pretty big, they were threatening to shut down the entire markets. So let's read on. They, J.P. Morgan and Blythe, openly admitted that they could not deliver even 20 million ounces to us, but that if we stood for delivery, they would be sure that they make delivery to everyone else before they defaulted on us, which would make us unsecured creditors. They told us directly that they would not allow even 5,000 contracts to stand for delivery because they could not deliver a mere 20 million ounces. Like Vito Corleone said, I'm going to make an offer he can't refuse. And indeed, we did not refuse, as this was our intention all along. These sets of facts from our traders lead us to believe that the paper price of silver may have a difficult time surpassing $36. Because if the counterparty at the COMEX is so willing to pay north of $50 to dissuade people from standing for delivery, yet the paper price of silver is still under $35, then we must suspect that losses triggered by derivatives is the main reason for the price suppression of silver. We can see no reason why they would not allow the paper price to go up, yet are so glad to pay off the COMEX contracts to show the world that so few are standing for delivery. In our mind, COMEX could default with if as little as 4,000 contracts stood for delivery. We are very curious to see how high the paper price of silver actually trades during this run. So it's not over. Posted by someone named Louis Cipher. Apparently, he is in on the Winter Benton group. He's with those guys. And the Winton Bender Group is some sort of hedge fund called Green Energy. They're not dealing in green energy, unless it's that paper green stuff that Blythe is shoveling into their pockets, which she's getting from the Federal Reserve. Yeah, at no cost. Thanks, Blythe. No cost to her. Just cost to every taxpayer from now until the dollar finally goes kaplooey, or actually acts like a black hole and sucks everything into it as it implodes to zeroness, to nothingness. All right, that's the end of my little. Anyway, here's a little more continuation. If you want to know more about how the silver, finally the silver manipulation, which has now become the silver soap opera, is starting to go mainstream. Simply go to, I'll read it right here. You can go to the New York Times or the Wall Street Journal. It says right here, I would also like to send the following down to you. William Cohan of the New York Times has written a huge piece, and this was published in the Wall Street Journal today, as well as on his site at the New York Times. Without going into details, I was alerted to this last Friday. The silver scandal is now mainstream. Hold on to your silver spurs, boys and girls. This is only going to get hotter. Remember, trust in God. Everyone else pays in silver.